Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we're gonna be covering today is more volume. Now, if you remember when we did volume of any type of a prism, we multiplied the base. So let's say here is the rectangular prism. We took the area of the base times the height. So when we did this, the base was the bottom, and we multiplied it by how high it was. And then when we had, for example, a cylinder, if we had something like this, you multiplied it by the area of the base, once again, times the height. In this case, the base was a circle, so you multiplied it by pi r squared times the height. Well, what we're going to be covering today is we're going to take a prism, but we are going to create a pyramid from it. And we're going to take a cylinder and we're going to turn this into a cone. Now, if you look on the notes for this, it says 1/3 area of the base times the height. 1/3 area of the base times the height. So we're going to technically take the area of this base times the height, but multiply by 1/3, or what I like to do is represent it like this, divide by 3. You're taking this formula and you're dividing it by 3. That's it. Now, for the area of a cone, what you're doing is you are taking the area of the base, which is pi r squared, times the height over 3. You're just taking this, dividing it by 3. Now, in the notes, what it says is volume of any type of a pyramid and a cone is equal to 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Now, the reason why this is capitalized is because this is the area of the full base, and the height is one-dimensional, how high it goes. This is the formula for any type of a pyramid or a cone. All right, and then what they do is they give us a couple example problems. First one is a straight pyramid. So what they're going to do is they're going to take the area of this base. This is 3.2, and this is 1.4. So we're going to take the area of this full base. And the way you do that is multiply 3.2 times 1.4, which is going to give me 4.48 units. But what we need to do is we have to actually, because we're going to have a pyramid out of this now. So we're going to take the area of this base times the height times how tall it is. And it gives you a straight up and down height right here. It's perpendicular. This height is 2.8. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 4.48 times 2.8. But since this is a pyramid, we have to divide it by 3. See how I just put 3 right here? Divide it by 3, and then you get the volume. After you plug this in your calculator, it's going to get 4.2, and I believe this is inches. Remember, volume is always cubed. All right, the next one is a cone. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the area of this base, which is pi r squared, multiply it by the perpendicular height, and we're going to divide this answer by 3. That's how we are going to find this. So let's fill in everything. It tells me my radius is 4. 4 squared, that's as my radius, is 16 times pi times the height of 10, all divided by 3. So technically this is 160 pi all over 3, which is going to spit us an answer of, the volume of this is 167.5 centimeters cubed. Okay, I want you to try the next one. Don't look at the step-by-step. Pause this video and see if you can do the next one. It's exactly done the same way as this. All right, so if you just tried to pause this video and tried it yourself, this is a cone, which is the area of the base times how tall it is, which is the height, divided by 3. Now we're just going to plug in the factors. Now the only difference is they give me the diameter of 14. My diameter is 14. My radius is half of that, which is 7. So a 7 squared is 49 times pi times the height of 39, all divided by 3. That's it. And this is going to give you an answer of, what, 637 pi inches cubed, or sometimes they're going to ask you to multiply pi into it, which is going to give you a volume of 2000.2 inches cubed. Both of these are the exact same. Okay, now we're going to get to a couple more that are a little more in depth. They give you a word sentence, not a problem, just a sentence. I want you to find the volume with a cone. All right, so let's draw this. If they give you a shape, draw it out. Cone, which has a radius of 5 centimeters and a height of 12 centimeters. Remember, the formula is area of the base of this circle, which is pi r squared, times the height over 3. This is a lowercase height over 3. So if my radius is 5, 5 squared is 25 pi times a height of 12 over 3, which is going to give you 100 pi, which is the answer, or centimeters cubed. Or if you multiply pi into it, you get 314.2 centimeters cubed. There is the volume of that shape. Okay, now we're going to get to, I believe we have one more example question. I don't want you to read the notes on this. What I want you to do is look at this right here, and I'm going to draw this straight up and down. My radius is 7, but this is what they do. They tell you that the slanted height is 25. All right, so with this information, I know the formula is pi r squared times how tall it is, all divided by 3. Let's see if we can plug what we can plug into this. 7 is my radius, so 7 squared is 49 pi times my height. Now this is what most people will do. They'll say the height is 25. All divided by 3, and they plug this in your calculator, and you get a wrong answer. The reason why is this. Spelled it wrong. All right. The reason why is because this is not the height. This is called the slant height. Here is your height. if I were to redraw this triangle, look, in a one-dimensional figure, this is 7, this is 25, I would say a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I would move this over, then square root my answer to give me, this is going to give me 24. Why is this side important? Because, look, this left side is actually my height. 25 is only used to find this side. You don't need the 25 anymore. Now, what you do is you're going to go 49 pi times, not 25, 24, because that's the actual height. All divided by 3, and that's going to be the volume of the cone. And then you just plug it in, 49 times pi times 24. That answer divided by 3.